Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kazuri Alamin. I remain grateful to still be breathing right now. I remain grateful to still be breathing right now. I'm going to share a couple of nuggets with you that I did in one of my groups earlier today. I've been in the mental health service for 46 years, 46 consecutive years. I know a thing or two about mental health, and I'm in school every day. I know a thing about mental health, but I'm in school every day, humbly speaking. So what's your point, Mr. Kazuri? Today I asked my group, a very multicultural, multi-gender, multi-religious, multi-bank accounts, and all of these labels that we hide behind sometimes. I asked the audience, I said, if you've never done anything wrong in your existence, if you've never done anything wrong, you've never made a mistake in your life, I would like for you to please raise your hand and come down and sit on the front row. If you've never done anything wrong in your life, never made a mistake, raise your hand and come down and sit on the front row. Of course, nobody did. We all got room for improvement, ladies and gentlemen. Start with myself. I think sometimes we have a tendency to get hung up on all these names that we hide behind: gender, education, religion, motivational speaker, content creator, guru, pastor, reverend, all these other labels that we hide behind. And I'm not devaluing anybody's labels, but there's so much that we have in common with as a human spirit. A human spirit, because before the labels came into play, we had a human spirit. You see, most people think that the spirit's in the body. That's not true. Life has taught me that the spirit is not in the body is in the spirit. Before there was a body, there was spirit. Before there was a body, there was spirit. It's all about the human spirit. Drop the labels. Stop getting drunk and high, misguided and misinformed and bamboozled and hoodwinked on labels. Because everything I just said, regardless of your labels, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you got 5 houses, whether you're homeless, whether you drive a Mercedes or you catch the bus, there's going to come a time that me and you going to stop breathing on earth. There was a time that me and you were not even on earth. We was out in cyberspace, in nothingville, I call it. There was a time. It's evidence based. It's not what I think. It's not what I believe. The evidence speaks for itself. And we're here. If you listen to this message, you're breathing right now on earth. But there's going to come a time that we will no longer be on earth. We'll be back where we come from. It's not what I think. It's not what I believe. Evidence speaks for itself. Birth, life, and death don't care anything about these labels that we hide behind. That's evidence based. Can you imagine saying, well, I got $80 billion, I'm not going to die? That's a lie. Can you imagine saying, I got 6 houses, I'm not going to die? That's a lie. Can you imagine saying, I got X amount of degrees, I'm not going to die? That's a lie. Birth, life, and death doesn't care about these labels that we get drunk up and hide behind. So it was interesting today. I've been doing groups for a long time. My groups are designed for you got to work this thing from the inside out, not the outside in. We're with ourselves all the time. It's easy to project onto others and blame and all this other stuff, but you got to look inside of you. We're with ourselves all the time. Some of y'all have heard me say it. I will continue to say I respect the institution of marriage very highly, but you are not with your spouse all the time. That's not what I think or what I believe. That's what I know. You're not with your spouse all the time, but we are with ourselves all the time. Good, bad, happy, sad, up, down, in and out, hot, cold. We're with ourselves all the time. So how are you dealing with yourself? How do you deal with yourself when you got great faith? How do you deal with yourself when you got great doubt? How do you deal with yourself when you're happy? How do you deal with yourself when you're sad? We're with ourselves all the time. We all got room for improvement, ladies and gentlemen. So many people now have been seduced behind labels. Well, I can't do this because you do that and you believe this, you eat this, you live here, you wear this, you wear that. Birth, life, and death doesn't give a damn about none of that. You don't give a damn about you wearing religious clothes, becoming hyper-religious, whether you up, down, in and out. Birth, life, and death doesn't care about that. Once again, this is not what I think or what I believe, it's what I know. So I encourage you to always continue to work on your own self. We all are in need of human repair, I love to call it. All of us are in need of human repair. Like I said a minute ago, the biggest room in the world is room for improvement. And we all got room for improvement. I don't care who you are, what you claim. Now we got drunk and high on followers, how many followers you got, how many likes you get. What are you doing to improve? We all got room for improvement. All of us got room for improvement. Like I say, start myself first. I work on me every day to be a better spiritual being today than I was yesterday. I work on me every day. Nobody knows you like you know yourself. Nobody knows you like you know yourself. I encourage you to continue to fall and get in love with yourself. Forgive yourself. Pamper yourself. Appreciate yourself. Admire and adore yourself. Because if you can do that to yourself, you can do it to others. You can't take nobody who you never been because that makes you a hypocrite in your own spirit. Stop getting drunk and high on labels. Like I said today, nobody came down and sit on the front row. Nobody. I've done this exercise many times. So we all got room for improvement. Stop getting drunk and high on labels, ladies and gentlemen. Birth, life, and death does not care about your labels. Real talk. Strive to work on you. Strive to fall and get in love with yourself for the first time. And when you got that kind of authentic love, you can manifest it to others. Always work on yourself on a daily basis to the best of your ability. Stop projecting, complaining, and blaming. Ain't nobody coming for you. You're already here. Ain't nobody coming to do nothing for you. You're already here. Work on yourself daily to the best of your ability. It's very, very important. And stop getting drunk and high on labels. We, W-E, we all got room for improvement, which is the biggest room in the world. Stop getting drunk and high on labels and work on yourself. Peace.